If you are feel invisible in this world, this video for you. So we all are feeling lonely and sometimes people are not accepting the way we are. This is genuinely true. The more you are grow up, the more you are feeling lonely, the more you are feeling isolated yourself because it's not because of you are weak, because of you are not ready for all the things what happening in your environment. I was at the time when I was maybe 11th grade and I was dealing very crazy anxiety, stress, and I was dealing a lot of in past trauma. But at the same time, I lose my old friends. They try to understand me, but I was so stressed and I was so anxiety. I tried to isolate myself. At the time, I was like feeling like I was no longer who I was, and I was isolate myself like almost 2 or something. But now it's time for me to realize I was very foolish back then. When you are grow up, people you get a lot of emotion. People they don't accepting the way you are, and you are expecting a lot of things, and your delusion mind something try to providing you something else. The but end of the everything is like some different opposite reactions, right? Sometimes we are a reflection our own self. There is a lot of regret instead of proud. Like we are doing a lot of things. I have so many regret in my life, and I don't want to regret nowadays. Like being alone is not a curse. It is sometimes it's privilege, and I think you will the learning that when you are out finishing this degree. For me it's degree like whatever it is, but it's feeling like giving you like so peaceful. It's also helping you self and self improvement like a lot of things. Even like when I was class 12, like I was telling this thing, nobody knows like what I am not talking so many people, and I every time avoiding our conversation when they are making group chat whatever it group chat, and sometimes they are make like I every time I'm trying to avoid it because I am so scared of like dealing with things, and I was having a lot of trauma, and then at the same time we are suddenly deciding something amazing and memorable thing we are going to make. Of course it was not the right time for me, and it also like sometimes it's feeling like you are try to reflection yourself. It was so amazing feeling, and sometimes I was so wondering why I did it, and sometimes I wondering why this self I improve myself. And now if somebody asking me if I someone is go through the same situation, one is privilege for me is I can giving them guidance, and I can providing them some sort of knowledge about overcomes this stage. And people is not understanding you every single don't seek, and there's support or their attention. People not giving you attention until you are realized like they are no longer you. If people disrespect the way you want, you don't have to be attachment with them, and don't attach and don't seek and support from them. The thing, the more you are feeling isolated because you are not accepting their words or their action because it's really affecting you. If you are not ready their action or their words, it definitely affecting your career. But when you are taking their action very granted, like it's going to hurting you. Like sometimes bear lightly and be who you are. You don't have to prove every single day. Oh, explanation and through action. If you don't have, you don't have to be yourself. And I mean when We all are having this. We have a family problem. We have, even when I was with my family, I feel like I am outside. Every single time I have to, like, they are trying to treating me very good, great, but I don't feel because I was no longer with them. I don't feel like I am connection with them. I feel like very outsider, and I was living in hostel maybe around 12 year, 14 year, and certainly when you are connecting your family, of course, it feeling like you are no longer with them. Even your family doesn't know about what happened in your life. It's same happen over friendship. Sometimes friends don't understand what happened to you until you open your mouth and try to explain things. Some might be understand you, some might be don't. But it doesn't mean that you are going to lose yourself and you never feel like you are invisible. There are 7 billion people. If you feel uncomfortable with some sort of people, you can comfortable with other people. They, if you feel they are not value the way you are, you don't have to stay with them. You don't have to explain, improve. You don't have to change yourself. You have to change the people. You have to change environment. You have, maybe you are wrong place. Maybe you are wrong partner. Even if some relationship did not work, maybe in 1 month they are break up because of their personality is not really same way, their thinking level is different, but sometimes you have to compromise some sort of things. But if it's when it comes to yourself, you don't have to. You don't have to compromise. You have to get out of this hell place, hell relationship. If you really wanted to healthy relationship with yourself, the first thing you have to understand deep down yourself. You have to know about what kind of the person you are. You have to know about what kind of the person hurting you. You have to know then who is your foe and who is your friends, and you have to know every single detail of yourself. It is really matter. When you grow up, people all are, very like totally focused, like they are totally busy their self making from, they are build up their business, like, their futures. We all are so busy to building our futures, so we don't have time from like spending with other people. They don't have time to, looking at yourself. It is same for you. You are stuck just a pass. You are just little bit move. You have to just explore, just you are explore. Some stranger people are encouraging you very different way. Like they see you're capable and they try to, give you some tip, some kind of the explanation the way you never wanted. They kind of they say, it's kind of they give you so beautiful words, and sometimes they are, encouraging you the way you never expected. This kind of the happens so medical way. If something you are losing doesn't mean that you are losing everything. Sometimes you have to accept the move on, then grab the new people, like new opportunity. There are 7 billion people. If you are stay some single piece of small place, that doesn't mean that your life is over. There is a million ways you can change your life. Don't feel like invisible. Be yourself, happy. Sometimes you have to isolate. It doesn't mean that I isolate me too. Can, stay one dark room and isolate all the day. It doesn't mean that sometimes you have to stay out of negative fake people. Like sometimes you have to, if you truly knowing yourself, you will know when nobody is with you. You will realize how well yourself, how much you are improve yourself, and how many time you spend by yourself. When you are a lot of time spending with people, it's when it's coming to time, it's when there's a time when you have to do by all yourself, when you realize, oh, you are wrong position, because you are so many much like so many times just garbage people. It's definitely going to wasting your, you are wasting your future. Like, and you are, instead of learning something new thing, you are wasting explanations, try to be a good pretendiness. It's not working in your life, of course, and then end of the people are going to leave you and you are full of regret. Don't feel it. There is a lot of things you can do it. You can explore, learning new skill, and people will accept you the way you are. You don't have to prove, like, if someone is not accept you the way you are, that means you are wrong room. You have to move some other place. You have to move another room. People might be accepting you the way you are. You have to value yourself first, then think all about what coming up. You don't have to. Like, be yourself. Be a value the more than anyone. Be a first priority every single time. Sometimes sacrifice is not about how much you're like happy or sad moment, but sometimes you have sacrifice for your own happiness. Sometimes sacrifice from getting. Sometimes you have to sacrifice from making your future greater than what you have in the present. That's all. If this story is touching your heart, don't forget to subscribe and like this video and share as much as possible. Maybe this video needs some your friends, maybe your family, maybe you're some sort of people who going through the same situation and never feel down. Happy, we only have one life. Be yourself. Be smile.